Welcome to another push workout. This one is week 12. Thank you for joining me. For today's workout, we're going to need our bands, our dumbbells, and as always, about 3 to 5 feet of space around us. This workout can also very easily be performed seated, so if you'd prefer to join me from a chair, that is totally fine. Let's keep those water bottles nearby and get right into it with a warm-up, reaching up. Drop those shoulders down and away from those ears, and drop it into some arm circles. Switching directions, let's take it backwards. Awesome, drop it down, little micro circles with those shoulders. Keeping those shoulders as far away from our ears as we can. Switch directions. So take those hands, lace them behind your back. Create a little bit of distance between your thumbs and your lower back. Awesome. Drop it down. Reaching up and over, pat yourself on the back. Switching sides. Drop it down. Taking that right hand, let's hug it across our bodies. And the left. Awesome. Just to warm things up, let's go ahead, grab our bands. Just kind of holding them a comfortable distance apart. Bring them up and over your back. And then take them back forward. We'll do that 5 times. Last one. Awesome. Go ahead, drop it down. Let's go ahead, getting right into it with our working sets. All right, so first up, let's go ahead, grabbing onto those bands. We're gonna do a one-sided lateral raise. So placing that band down in front of our feet, let's step on it, putting that band right through the arch, standing up nice and straight, shoulder blades back and down like we're pinching a grape. Then we're gonna stack that rib cage over our pelvis and pivoting at the shoulder here. We're going to raise laterally, bringing those knuckles to the ceiling for 15. Switch sides, and then do it again. Halfway there. Keeping that upper body nice and straight up and down. Last one. Switching sides. Same setup. Just bring that handle to the opposite side. Find that comfy resistance. Shoulder blades back and down. Rib cage over pelvis, hugging baby up and in. Knuckles to ceiling. Keeping that base of support nice and up and down. Two and one. Drop it down, shake it out. Give yourselves a couple seconds here. Switching sides, checking on where we're feeling this. We're feeling this right in the cap of our delts, not in those traps, not in our necks or anywhere like that. Let's go ahead. Halfway there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. And remember, we're resisting this band as it comes down. We're not just snapping our arms back to the start position. We're getting every single ounce of gain we can out of the whole range of motion. Let's go ahead. Nice and straight up and down. Resisting that band on the way down. Halfway there. Two, and 1. Drop it down, switch sides. One last round of these. Find that comfy resistance. Remember, we're operating within a pain-free range of motion and a pain-free level of resistance. Shoulders back and down. Lateral raise. You got this. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down, switching sides. Rib cage over pelvis, shoulder blades back and down. Let's go. Really moving with control here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, grab that water, give yourself what you need here. And then we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves set up for some wall push-ups here. All right, so next up, we're gonna work on those wall push-ups. So bring yourselves towards the wall. Let's keep those shoulder blades back and down. Stack that rib cage above the pelvis. And we're gonna create the amount of distance that we would like based on resistance. So if our feet are closer, it'll be easier. Further apart, it'll be a little bit trickier. Then place those hands on the wall wider than shoulder width apart. Shoulder blades back and down. Pushing all the way down, nose to wall, and then back up. That is 1 rep. We're gonna do 15 of these. Step off the wall for a quick break, and then 2 more rounds. Really making sure we're not letting our back arch, nice and level back. And we're at 7, so just under halfway there. 2, and 1. Go ahead, step off the wall for a second, shake it out, check in on that comfortable range of motion and that comfortable level of resistance. Make sure that we're at a level where we can perform the movement safely and within comfort. Stepping back onto the wall, hands come apart. Let's press. All the way down. All the way up, checking on that back. We're not arching, but we're also not sticking our butts away from ourselves. 2, and 1. Stepping off the wall, shaking it out. We've got 1 more round here. See how much distance you can create here. Shoulders away from the ears. Hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Let's go ahead. And that's 5. And that's 10. 5 more. Last one. Stepping off that wall, shake it out. All right, now we're going to go ahead, grabbing on to our dumbbells. Knit those shoulder blades together, stack that rib cage above the pelvis, soft bend in the knees, bring those elbows up. We're going to overhead press for 15. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, last one. Drop it down, shake it out, give yourself what you need here. We've got a 30-second rest. Really checking in on where we're feeling things. We want to feel it right in the cap of our delts, not in our trap, not in our lower back. As those hands come above our head, make sure that we're not letting that back arch there. Bring those arms back up. You got this. Knuckles to ceiling. and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. We have one more round of these guys. Roll those shoulders back. Bring up those elbows. Let's press. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, give yourself what you need here. Grab that water while I introduce the next movement. Next up, we're gonna bring back our bands and do some banded chest flies. So tucking those bands underneath our armpits as though we're wearing like straps on a backpack. Adjust that resistance by grabbing some slack off that band. Bring those arms up, stepping forward with our left but keeping our hips square. We're gonna hug together, kissing those knuckles together until we feel a nice gentle squeeze in those pectoral muscles. So when you're ready, 15 reps on the clock, chest flies. Really moving with intention and purpose here. You got this. Nice and intentional. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Let's switch sides. And when we switch sides, let's go ahead, switch what leg is forward. Catch our breath here. Lock those shoulder blades together. Let's fly. You got this. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. We've got one more round here. Make sure to make it count. Shake it out. Bring those shoulder blades back and down. Adjust that resistance. We're moving within a comfortable range of motion and a comfortable level of resistance. You got this. And 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Grab that water, give yourself what you need here. This is our final movement that we're going into here. Grabbing onto those dumbbells, we're gonna do some Arnold presses. So we know these ones, bring those shoulders back and down, soft bend in the knees, making sure we've got that neutral spine. Our arms are gonna come above our heads. So we've got to counteract that urge to stick our bellies out. Bring those arms up. Press up, bring them down in front of the nose. And 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, give yourself what you need here. Catch that breath, roll those shoulders back, pelvis over, pelvis under rib cage. Let's go ahead. Arnold press. You got this. Two, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Give yourself what you need here. We've got one more round. Setting that intention. We've made it this far. Grab those weights. Shoulders go back. Soft bend in the knees, rib cage over pelvis. Let's press. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Grab that water. Great job. Let's go ahead and cool things down. Great job today. Go ahead, hydrate, give your body what it needs, and I'll go ahead and take us through a little cool down stretch out. Reaching up. I want you to grab the wrist of that right hand, stretch it out. Hanging out here for a couple breaths. Back to center, switching wrists. Stretch out that left side. Dropping those arms down, take them down and behind you. Link those hands behind your back, create that space. Here's a little side view. Bring yourself back up. Reaching across that body with purpose and intention. Hug that right arm across our body. Dropping it down, switching sides. Take that right hand, palm to the ceiling, stretch out that forearm. Switching sides. And now let's go ahead, right arm behind your back. Boost that stretch if you need with the left hand. And exhale, drop it down. Let's go ahead, switching sides. Go ahead and bring it right back in. Let's go left ear, left shoulder. Almost like we're holding lead suitcases. Let those hands fall away. Back to center, right ear, right shoulder. And back up to center. Give yourself a round of applause. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for joining me to our 12th ever push workout. I'll see you in the next one.